Rick B's Daily Vlogs.
Ah, yes. The beautiful sounds of the ocean waves. Something they don't have in Nevada. This nice ocean view right here. But I'm not here to talk about the ocean, Sutro baths, or the cargo ship that's most likely coming to deliver some merchandise. I'm here to talk about the closing of the Cliff House. Let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Rick B's Daily Vlogs. Someone asked me about what's this around my neck yesterday. Mandatory to have a mask on you when you're walking around San Francisco now. Mandatory, meaning that right now there's nobody around me, but when there is, I gotta put the mask just like that. So to have it at ease, have it around my neck. So just in case you guys are wondering, now you know. But today we are going to talk about the history and the 6 different reincarnations the Cliff House had. Yes, it's one of those buildings, because of this pandemic, it has to shut down, cannot afford to keep going. I was up the hill, right up there at Louis, to talk about them shutting down and them going through the whole pandemic, can't afford to stay open, can't afford to keep their workers paid. So today, we'll talk about the Cliff House. So let's go talk about the Cliff House. Let's go. They did open up. They had the social distancing signs up here for quite a while. But again, due to the pandemic, they had to temporarily close as of June. They were doing takeout, some kind of outdoor dining. Got the famous Woody Cowboy. I call him Woody. His name's not Woody. But you got it's called the Playland Cowboy. Now, if you guys remember this area, Playland used to be right down the street from where we are. It's going to be a different topic, a different vlog that I'm going to talk about. But this is an original Playland Cowboy that they took up. Here we talk about the historic America building. Again, this surpassed 6 different reincarnations. Built in 1887. Went through a couple fires. And the last type of renovation they had was 2003. And it's funny because a lot of people don't realize this was built by Adolf Sutro. And right there, that line, the Cliff House cottages, Adolf Sutro's residence on the Heights. If you look up here, can't see it from here, but up there used to be Adolf Sutro's apartment, or his house, his big old condo. This place has somewhat good memories. The museum that is now over at Fisherman's Wharf used to be right below us right here. I'm gonna go down in a minute, show you guys where that used to be. But when they did the renovation in 2003, they moved that over to where it is now, which is Fisherman's Wharf area. But there's a way to go down there. We're gonna go the long way and come back up around the other way, because I want to show you guys this cool little structure, this design that's been here. But this place has a lot of good memories. I've been in here one time, had a couple drinks in here one night, and back then it was kind of scary and eerie looking because it was old. And then after 2003, when they did the whole renovation, they made it look the way it is right now. So it's pretty cool. If you look close, you You see that little cement or concrete design. There's people standing there right now, but that's the front yard of Adolf Sutro's house. Again, overlooked the ocean, overlooked this iconic spot here in San Francisco. Again, 6 different reincarnations, always was destroyed by fire. The last one was just more of a renovation than it was a fire that tore it down. This place is infamous when it comes to fires. Don't know why. That whole area right there, that's open. That's the old playland where you see the apartment complex. But again, we'll talk about that another day. I wanted to show you guys. I couldn't think of the name when I was here earlier, but this totem pole. How cool is that? One of the originals that's been around in this area. But we're going to take our way down the stairs, and I'll show you guys more of what Cliff House has to offer. Actually, I'm going to walk up and down those stairs because I don't want to walk all the way down that hill and then come back up that way. So I'm going to walk down these stairs and make my way to the bottom. Explore Cliff House for the beauty that it has. Before we head down those stairs right there, there's a cool little lookout. There's a few cool little lookouts over here. Head our way towards this way. There's people over there. It's a little signage. But if you go all the way to the corner, right over here, a couple things you'll see. If I go to my right, you'll see the old Sutro Baths remains. You can see some of the caves, Cat's Eye. For you guys who grew up here, Cat's Eye, if you were brave enough on a Friday night, you make your way through those caves. I did it a few times. It's nothing to write home about, but it's a cool experience. Then as I pan around this way, Seal Rock, the name that this area is given. Pretty cool. And then the Cliff House, you see the restaurant right there. And again, if you're from this area, you know the museum used to be right below us where we are. But this right here will give you a general idea. What am I, Irish? Idea, not idea. Tells you what it is. Number 1, way the distance. You can't see it from here. Farallon Islands. Number 2, like I said, Seal Rock. Number 3, again in the distance, Point Reyes, Bolinas Bay, Simpson Beach. 5, in the distance, San Andreas Fault. 6, right behind us, Sutro Bath. So this is a nice wide angle shot that someone took right here. Pretty cool. Again, a lot of history here. A lot of history here. If you grew up again in San Francisco, you would come out here on a Friday night, make your way down Sutro Baths, just because that's what you guys wanted to do on a Friday night. Make your way down Sutro Baths. And this is even before alcohol. We would just go there on a whim because that's something we wanted to do. But I'm gonna make my way downstairs to the other lookout area, a little closer to the waves. And it doesn't smell pleasant. So I'll give you that warning right now. If you ever come out here, it doesn't smell pleasant. I was standing up that direction, and now I'm down here. You got some fishermen who are fishing. That's the rock that I said, if you go on this rock on a day like right now, you're fine. You see that little beach area that's left in front of that rock? So if you go up on this rock on a day where the tide gets high, you're gonna be stuck there. You're gonna be stuck there. Sutro Baths, again, Cat's Eye. But this is Cliff House. Pretty cool. And before the restoration, before they did any of the things. Back in 2003 was the last time they did the restoration. There used to be a little entrance right here, right where you see this heaters, these generators. There used to be an entrance right here. And inside you would go deep into the rock, deep into the cliff of Cliff House. Hold on one second. I'm getting twisted around. Not this area. This is more the restaurant part. This is all done. This is all new. This is where I want to go. Right here. These doors right there. This is probably one of the original doors from when it was still the old Cliff House. But you go through these doors right here, it'll take you all the way to the back room, and all the little penny arcade, the museum, Laughing Sally was in here. And it went all the way, like I said, around where this wall is. It was pretty long. It went all the way around this way. You see they boarded it up. They put a piece of board there, but there was a lot in there, and they had to move it to where it is right now, Fisherman's Wharf. Trust me, the museum used to be right here. I grew up in the city. I used to come here a lot. High school wasn't that far from here, so there was a couple times where, you know, I didn't feel like going to the last class, or maybe even the first class. This was open. The museum was open here, and they had to do the whole Cliff House. Now, if I back out this direction and show you this part of Cliff House right there, this is old Cliff House. Old Cliff House. This is how, when I went to Cliff House, remember Cliff House. That part over there, this building right here, that's new Cliff House, 2003 Cliff House. This right here and down here, this has been here for a while. When I say a while, again, it's been through six different, I don't say facelift, but again, mishap after mishap, fire after fire. So they had to give it a facelift every now and then. But it's sad to see that because of the coronavirus, a place as iconic as the Cliff House with a view of the ocean, Pacific Ocean, not a beach, the ocean. You have a view of Pacific Ocean. And on a nice day, you can see the Farallon Islands. So for them to have to close this down because of COVID-19, coronavirus, for you guys who don't take this serious, here's another example of what happens when the COVID-19 can't keep a business open. Like I was stating, that is the new part of the building right there. These right here, after this gray piece right there, this right here is the older part of the Cliff House. And when I say older, I don't mean the 1800s older. I mean like in the maybe the 80s and 90s, after the last fire that was here. This was built. Not only way I remember that is because when I showed you guys the way through the doors right over there to the museum, that's the only reason why I remember that it used to be here. But this is a piece of San Francisco history that had to close because of COVID-19. And even the famous camera obscura, if you've never been in there, the roof right there has a hole in it. Inside, there's a platform that you can turn and you can see pretty much as far that direction, Marin that direction, and even if you wanted to look out towards the south that direction, you can. So even this place, you know, as popular as it is during the coronavirus, is closed. I think when I came here the last time I came here, not the last time to come visit, but the last time I actually had something here to drink, I think I was in one of these these rooms right here, the bottom room. And if you go down that bottom room right there, there's a stairwell. Now the new stairways is right in this part of the building right here. But there's a stairwell right here that takes you down to this level right here. That is creepy. It's creepy. When I say creepy, they have pictures of old San Francisco. They have pictures of, it's just creepy. The carpet was red, it was dark, it was creepy. So that's not, I'm trying to figure out, that's the new, like they redid that whole upper part. Then you have your dining area right there as well. You got the nice view. But this part right here, I remember the bathrooms in that area. Creepy. But this is definitely a cool place to still visit. I'm glad they haven't shut down any of the areas that we can come walk around over here. You got, again, a nice view, Seal Rock. As many times they call it Seal Rock, and I try to zoom in. I don't see any seals. I don't see any seals. And they call it Seal Rock not because of the seals. They call it Seal Rock because there's that rock right there in the middle that's in the middle of the screen. If I stand at a different angle, it looks like a seal sticking his head out of the water. I have to move a different direction, and I'm not going to do that. But this is sad times right now. San Francisco, another famous icon here, closed due to the pandemic, due to the coronavirus. They get all these things on the wall, on the door, just telling them what they need to do when they do go back to work. Sad, sad. Again, for you guys who don't take this serious, don't think it's really out here, again, come over here, check this place out. Closed because they couldn't afford to stay open any longer, even though they were doing outdoor dining. There's a couple ladies that was up at the top that were eating. They brought their own food, they sat here and ate. I think if they would have brought more people in while it was open, maybe they could have found a way to keep it open, but it's not. So for it to be closed, it says temporarily on the door, but rumor has it if this coronavirus goes any longer, most likely they're gonna have to close for good. Like Louis did up there, they had to close for good. So it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. And again, the new part right behind me, all right there. Always the bad thing when you have to go downstairs. You got to go back up. And these aren't easy steps to go up. And like I said, it doesn't smell so great down here. Not at all. After 80 plus years, Louis closes up there. And after how many constructions, facelift, the Cliff House has to close its doors. So sad. So sad. Again, if you guys don't take this pandemic serious, it is serious. It is really here. One last look. Hopefully it can recover and reopen its doors. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's update on closures that's going on in San Francisco. We got the Cliff House sign right behind me right there. So San Francisco iconic San Francisco location is a cool tourist spot too. On a nice day when this is open, this whole area where you see the fence line right there is going to be covered with merchants, people trying to sell you merchants souvenirs, all that stuff. But with this pandemic, with this coronavirus, they're not out. Even though they're telling you to put a mask on, stay 6 feet apart, they're not out. So not only is it hitting big businesses like Cliff House and small businesses like Louis, it's hitting these small merchants as well. These guys who try to make a living, just trying to do certain things to help feed their family. They're not here because of this coronavirus. 1887, this has been here. Cliff House has been here. 1887, survived the 1906 earthquake. Survived how many different fires? Well, restored because of different fires. Only closed for reconstruction, only closed because of things that they had to upkeep, but never had to close its doors because of a pandemic. This is the first time, and it's sad. So for you guys who don't think this is real, like I said when I was up at Louis, come over here and tell the people who are working here, the people who needs this money, let them know that this is not real. Let them know you think this is fake. Let them know you think this is all political. Let them know that. Let them know that. All right, guys. Thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave me comments down below. Another vlog coming your way tomorrow. Not sure what to talk about. Still kind of in that vacation mode. Still kind of like body still in Nevada. Face is recovering. Nose is peeling. Scalp is peeling. Still all that stuff going on. But thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me comments down below. I'm going to try to bring you guys more areas that is being affected by this coronavirus. More San Francisco landmarks. More San Francisco areas like the Cliff House and Louis. I'll try to bring you more of that, show you guys the seriousness of this pandemic. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Here from the Cliff House, right on Point Lobos Avenue. Thanks for watching, guys. Vlog's ended. Go in peace. Just imagine living right up there. That being your whole house. You got a view of the ocean. And you got a view of the iconic sign, the Cliff House. Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel. But not tonight.
I made this.